It was a sad day last week when Charlie Kirk got assassinated. I've been thinking about that a lot. I didn't want to make any content on it because I think it's disgusting when people make content immediately or capitalize or gain profit or advantage off of someone getting murdered. I do understand that there's seriously influencers out there that are telling a story or reporting news. So I get that, but I just felt like a lot of people all of a sudden started hashtagging RIP Charlie Kirk, and I didn't feel like it was correct to talk about it. I didn't feel compelled to talk about it until recently. It was a sad event, and what I realized for me, what's sad about this event taking place is here you have a 31-year-old who is speaking publicly in broad daylight on a college campus to other college students. And you have a 22-year-old that just kills him, murders him in cold blood in broad daylight. And that's what this country is coming to. And what saddened me and sickened me the most is the reaction to a lot of people. I'm sure by now you've all seen there's been a lot of reaction videos, and you can't help but notice there's a lot of positive reaction videos, as in people are happy that Charlie Kirk got murdered on a college campus in front of a bunch of other college students, and they were okay with that, saying things like Charlie Kirk was evil. I had one young lady, she posted a video and said, I'm glad he got killed. I'm excited. He was evil. She had the audacity to call him evil. So that stuck out to me. It stuck out to me for a couple reasons. The first thing I realized is it's very hypocritical, or it's not consistent, it's not congruent for this young lady to call Charlie Kirk evil. The first point being, if there is a God, there is good and there is evil. And it's very clear in the Bible that murdering is absolutely wrong. It is not okay. It's one of the 10 Commandments. And it's written out throughout the entire Bible. It's about loving others, and that murdering is absolutely wrong. So if there is a God, and this girl does believe in God, it is wrong for her to say that he was evil, or that somehow he deserved this. So murdering him was okay. Murdering is absolutely wrong if there is a God. We all have the capacity to do good and evil. Just look at your own life. I look at my own life and I see all the evil that I've done. And I look at my own life and I see all the good that I've done. So we all have the capacity to do good and evil. And in fact, we do deserve death. Every single one of us. Now, I know you're probably thinking, Mark, I never murdered anyone. I've never done anything bad. I've told some lies. I've stolen from people. I've never done anything really that bad that deserves murder. But you see, that's looking at a perspective from man, not looking at a perspective from God. We all fall short of God's perfect standard. Every single one of us. Whether you're a murderer, or you're an adulterer, or someone who just told a white lie. We all fall short. And there are no levels to committing these sins. It's either right or it's wrong. So that really stood out to me when this young lady was saying how I'm glad he's dead because he was evil. Because it's a contradiction. Because murdering is absolutely wrong. And we all deserve death. The second point I wanted to bring up is that if there is no God, then there is no such thing as good and evil. In fact, there is no you. There is no me. There's no human consciousness. There's no free will. There's no such thing as human ethics. None of that exists if there is no God. Because if there is no God, we are just chemicals reacting. We're not rationalizing and thinking. We're just chemicals reacting. All we are is inputs and outputs, and our decisions are all based on prior causes that are completely out of our control. We have absolutely no free will. So don't give me this crap about evil and good and evil if there's no God. And this is where a godless society takes us. There is no such thing as good and evil. There just is, and that's it. It's a preference. Morality is based on a preference. If there is no God, I can't tell you something's right or wrong. It just is. It's my preference. if it's right. It's my preference if it's wrong. But it's not absolutely wrong. There's no absolute truth. There's no objective truth. It's just what I decide. And it's what you decide and what this guy decides. It's vanilla ice cream. It's child pornography. It's all the same. It's Mother Teresa. It's Adolf Hitler. There's no difference. It's all relative. The problem with moral relativity is that it's impossible to live out, because we all know there are objective realities that we all live out, and it is impossible to live out moral relativism. Sooner or later, you're going to have an issue, or I'm going to have an issue with something, and we're going to say that is absolutely wrong. But under moral relativism, no God, we can't say that. It's just a matter of preference. Then whose preference? Do we take it to a vote? Do we be democratic about it and say, okay, murdering is wrong. Let's take a vote. See, the problem with that is it's based on culture. It's based on society. It's based on time period. It's based on preferences. And those constantly change throughout history. Was murdering wrong before? And was murdering okay today? Was it okay before and now we learn that it's wrong? We always knew murder is wrong because we value life. We value life because each of us individually, we have value inside of ourselves. Other people are valuable, and we know this. That's why we want to treat them with love and we want to treat them with respect. But you see, this is not the case if there's no God. You can't say someone has value. None of us have value. We're primordial slime. We're developed to a higher order, and that's it. That's all we are. There is no you, and there is no me, because that cannot be scientifically proven. All there is the material. All there is what can be studied, what can be tested, and that's it. The material is the only thing that exists. In fact, you don't even have a mind. I'm hearing now Dr. Stephen Myers, who's an author and a Cambridge graduate, teaches at Cambridge, and he runs the Discovery Institute, talks about it is very politically incorrect now for neuroscientists to talk about the mind or say thought or mind. This is incorrect, because when talking about the mind or thought, that implies something immaterial. Currently, in science, we're going through this stage of materialism, scientific materialism. So these neuroscientists only say things like brain and head because those are physical things. And that's exactly where society goes when it's godless. And that's exactly where the United States of America, and I dare say humanity, is headed towards. No standards in society. Everything is okay. Tolerate everyone because we don't want to hold anyone accountable for anything. And that is the beginning of the denigration of society. And we're seeing it right now happen in the beautiful country of the United States of America. And that is why it strung a chord when this young lady said that Charlie Kirk was evil and he deserved to die. And that murdering was okay because he was evil. I don't like to talk about political content. I'm not really big into politics, but this is not about politics. It's about morality. And make no mistake, we're all apostatizing. We're all pushing our morality on other people constantly. If I tell you my morality that killing is wrong, I'm pushing my morality onto you. If you tell me that killing is not wrong, you're pushing your morality onto me. If you're telling me not to judge someone because judging is wrong, you're pushing your morality onto me. We are all constantly preaching our viewpoints. We're all constantly preaching our morality and pushing it on others. The question is, where does morality come from? Does it come from God, or does it come from man? Those are the only two options. If it comes from God, it's universal standard. It is an objective truth, unwavering. If it comes from man, it is constantly changing and it's relative. And relative morality and relative truth, it doesn't stick. It doesn't hold. There's no standards. It's like quicksand. That's all I have to say about this. I'm done.